Hey everybody, I'm wearing my lucky hat. Why? I think it's our lucky day. I think a lot is happening in the Dinar community, so I'm bringing you the summary. Um, I'm starting with Sandman this morning. I did a live about an hour this morning and gave you a lot of information. There were so many booms, so much good news. So I'm going to summarize it here, but we'll see if there's an update because it's 3:39. I've got my interview with John Dowling at 4, so that'll be published soon at some point. So it's 4 o'clock today. We fit that in, and then I'm getting my hair done at 5, which send me all the warm prayers you can send me because it's cold today. But I did get to see the horses, so I'm revived, I'm restored, and I'm back to wearing my jewelry again. Remember who the you are. You know, we're a community of anointed people these days. So please subscribe and tap the bell if you're in the kingdom. If you don't know about the kingdom, please subscribe and tap the bell. I can tell you all more about how I live under an open heaven. God told me I'm under an open heaven and I can see truth through the lies. So I hope you'll join us. And I've been an investor and holder of Iraqi dinar for 11 years. I was just a casual investor until God put me on this platform in 2019. And the rest is history. So I've been on here a long time. It took me a while to build it because I didn't know anybody. And so anyways, here's Mr. Sandman. He's a unique source for me. If you want to know him, my Miracle Manifestation members, I interviewed him on September 15th. That's the Zoom replay for September 15th. If you want to see that, become a Miracle Manifestation, look at the Zoom links. It's under the membership channel. You can find those links. You just have to know the replays are all pinned as a top comment with 7 pink hands. That's where the replays are. You have to reveal more so that you can find the passcode though, because you're going to need it. As soon as you click on that hot link to go out of YouTube onto Zoom, you need the passcode. So, and we're doing another group. We did a great group today with Isa. Those groups are so much fun. 1 o'clock. Tomorrow is at 4 o'clock to give you the 3-step freedom strategy for this exchange. So I look forward to seeing you there tomorrow. So this was he goes, as I told, so Sandman has had this revelation that first they got to announce their speaker. Then they got to ascend to the World Trade Organization before this can all happen. And he thinks it might happen while in Davos or while Baghdad is still doing their International Expo. It's a 10-day expo. First time they've done it in 20 years. There's so much going on, guys. It's an exciting time, and I'm glad you're seeing my video. So please subscribe and tap the bell. So as Iraq is taking serious steps to join the World Trade Organization. So this is the news today. It says Iraq is taking serious the steps to join the World Trade Organization. It said the head of the team concerned with Iraq's ascension to the WTO, Sakar al-Abul al-Makwelb, confirmed today that Iraq has taken serious steps to join the World Trade Organization. He told the news agency that Iraq is rich in its natural and human resources and the ability of its people to build a truly competitive economy with all the countries of the world. He added Iraq's economy keeps pace with the aspirations of the region and the world in a transparent and open economy for cooperation and building strategic commercial partnerships with all countries of the world. He pointed out Iraq is witnessing serious steps toward joining the World Trade Organization. He also, guys, as I've reported several times in the past, they have had Ernst & Young over there helping them with the accounting. I used to work for Price Waterhouse, so I kind of know what they're doing. They're establishing all new systems that are all based in the blockchain, and they're all connecting all around the world. And you'll hear more about that if you're a Miracle Manifestation member. But it's a really exciting time to be involved in this, that's for sure. It's also a really exciting time if you have XRP or XLM, and I'm sure you've heard of that before. So you'll subscribe and tap the bell. I'm going to talk all things wealth transfer. I'm not a one-trick pony. I'll be talking about other things as they roll out and as God reveals it to me. And then he said, we have been working, this is Sandman, he said, we have been working on this project for many years now, as I've mentioned in the past, when not many people have known about, it's now front and center. China announces its intention to hold a special conference on the development road. They have been working as part of a special coalition force to kind of keep the peace and keep things going along with China's development road. Now they're front and center. China announces its intention to hold a special conference on the development road. Baghdad, the Minister of Transport, Razi Mahbubas al-Saudawi, confirmed today that the ministry's doors are open to all reputable Chinese companies to benefit from investment opportunities, while China announced its intention to hold a special conference on the road to development and raising the level of coordination with Iraq. The Ministry of Transport said in a statement that the Muhabis al-Sadawi received today the ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Iraq, Kuwait, in the ministry's building to discuss ways of joint cooperation between the two countries. He said, "We look forward to strengthening the partnership with China, which represents a friendly country to the government and people of Iraq. We also believe in the scientific and technological progress that Beijing possesses, and we want to benefit from Chinese experiences in various fields of transportation." He stressed that the ministry's doors are open to all reputable Chinese companies to benefit from investment opportunities in railway and port projects along the development path. During the meeting, the two sides agreed to hold a meeting between the competent Iraqi and Chinese authorities to prepare a precise study that includes identifying all technical aspects related to the development path. In turn, the ambassador affirmed his country's government desire to participate in the project after reviewing its full details and economic feasibility. He noted that the embassy had previously sent its economic advisor to the General Company for Iraqi Railways to learn about the details of the project, since the Beijing government has a serious desire to participate in that project, pointing out his country's government's intention to hold a special conference on the development path to authorize the National Development Committee. The Chinese Ministry of Transport has officially communicated with the Iraqi Ministry of Transport regarding the project. He pointed out that Beijing's participation in the path of development will reflect positively on the Iraqi side, indicating that People's Republic of China wants its relationship with Iraq to be more effective. The Chinese ambassador invited the Ministry of Transport to visit Beijing to enhance joint cooperation between the two countries in the fields of transport. It is noteworthy that many Arab, regional, and European countries have expressed their willingness to participate in the Iraqi Development Road project at the level of construction and investment, as it constitutes an important link between the continents of Asia and Europe. Iraq is particularly positioned in the perfect place to unite the East and the West and be the bridge there, and everybody recognizes it. So it's really heating up, guys. And then Davos news expresses optimism about Iraq's economic future at the Davos Forum. There's lots of details here. I'm not going to go into all of it because I just want to give you a summary. I specialize in the summaries, but just know that in Davos, they're having all kinds of side meetings, guys. They are front and center in Davos. Why? Because they're making steps to announce a new speaker, ascend to the World Trade Organization, and then we'll have a new currency. That's what we're all waiting for. So guys, thank you, Mr.Sandman, for all you do to help us in this community. He loves that I'm truth, facts, and optimism. I don't blow sunshine. I don't talk dates and rates, but I do have a unique connection with the good Lord, the Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, and he has told me that this is done, and he told me communicate it to everybody that it's done, and it's through my relationship with him that I've developed these freedom strategies, which are kingdom strategies. If you want those, we have a group tomorrow at 4. You can just email me and say I want to be part of that group. Intel Guru Frank, Iraq boots on the ground, Firefly. The House of Representatives is talking today about what is needed in the final steps of the WTO, the World Trade Organization. We are part of it now. They've told us this. Iraq can perform global trades. They're talking about how it's needed for our monetary reform. It's hot. Militiaman said, he quoted from an article, the International Monetary Fund welcomes Iraq's accession to a program that supports economic reforms. Quote, Thursday, the International Monetary Fund welcomed Iraq's accession to a non-financing program to support economic reforms. After decades of involvement, the specificity of many things are likely to be known by the IMF exchange rate regimes, to be sure. For Iraq to be moved forward with all the reforms and that there is no financing needed should be eye-opening for everyone. How does non-financing work with the IQD at 1310 IQD to $1 US? Think about that. To pay for projects and commodities, it has not ever, while with an IQD rate of exchange of 0.0006 or even 0.0007 to the dollar. So why would it be any different now? It clearly wouldn't. Then Mark Z chimes in today. Iraq won the position of Director General of the Arab World Institute in Paris. I didn't hear that before. Thank you, Mark, for bringing that. This means they are on a world stage. What is going to be necessary for this? Full membership in the WTO and a new rate. That would make sense. Yesterday was a great news day from Iraq where they were openly talking about changing their value in a rate competing with the US dollar. I know, it's been so good. Al-Sudani concludes his visit in Switzerland and returns to Baghdad. Quote, meetings were also held on its sidelines, which are following. Meeting with the French President Emmanuel Macron, President of the Swiss Confederation, Viola Amherd, Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that's NATO, U.S. National Security Advisor, President of the World Bank Group, Director of General of International Monetary Fund, President of the European Commission, President of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Saudi Ministers of Trade and Investment, International Finance Corporation, Regional CEO of JP Morgan. It's all about the money. Show me the money. A lot of you know some of my cover story uses Eddie Money as a character in it because it's fun. And show me the money, right? 57 international companies specializing in oil, energy, and other economic fields. Interview with Bloomberg Webster. Interview with the Wall Street Journal. Guys, Iraq is like the rising star in the global. Everybody sees it. But the citizens of the U.S. have been they've just been tricky, right? And then there's Bruce. Whatever you think of Bruce, I love all intel providers. The dong is also going to be at a really good rate, way higher than we thought in the old days, way higher. And where they do not have a contract rate on the dong and never have, we understand they will offer a very substantial higher rate. Bruce, thank you very much. Frank 26, in his opinion, those of you that deal in commodities, you saw 168 on the 15th. Today you saw 304 on the commodity trades with the Iraqi dinar, and you saw it being done in Iraqi dinars. No other foreign currency based on what we are seeing. They are agreeing to the future rate of Iraq and dinar and commodities for dinars. These are contracts to buy or sell a specific quantity of physical commodity at a specific price on a particular date. Basically what you saw, in my opinion, are futures. It doesn't get any hotter than this, guys. So we finish off with comments from Mark Z via PDK. Iraq and the IMF are discussing cooperation and start meeting soon to support a reform program. They would not be having these meetings on Iraq on the world stage unless they were ascending to the World Trade Organization and about to have a valuation change. And that is certainly what we are hearing from contractors and government officials inside of Iraq. We just don't know the exact time. But no, they are prepared, and they told us via an article that they are getting ready to peg their currency to a basket of currencies from the region to increase the value of the dinar and compete with the U.S. dollar. What do you think, guys? Comment down below. That's the end of this summary for today, Friday. It's been a great day. I would do a later summary, but I can't because I have an interview coming up, and then I got to go get my hairs done. So I will see you tomorrow for coffee and conversation. I'm going to have a great night. What are you guys having for dinner? I'm having pizza. And guys, if you need freedom strategies, think about joining our group. I'll put the link down below to the groups. It's just we get together, we have fun, we talk some strategy, and I answer all your questions on a Zoom format. So it's really worthy to get involved in. If you want to be part of that, I'll put the information down below. You just simply ask me for the information. I'll reply. I'll copy Isa, and then you can make your decision. I love you all with the love of Christ. This is the best time to be alive. Please pray for me because I've got that interview, and then I've got a busy night, and then I never did get my leg day done, but I'm still going to get it done maybe after dinner. God bless. Bye.